Covering all things Lego, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and Lego cities beyond. It's breaking news.
Me. Purple lather. Okay. Are you starting this thing?
Sure.
All right.
Welcome back to Breaking News. I'm Jason. We have Alex.
Yo.
And we are going to comment on some community.
Because it's community commentary.
That's right.
That's right. It is that wonderful time of the month where we get your submissions.
Time of the month.
It's that time of the month for us guys.
Very bizarre statement.
I'm so sorry. It was
that wonderful time of the month.
Anyways. It's the most wonderful time of the month. Did you want to start?
Okay, before we get off track here.
Off track. Star Trek. Sorry.
It's all right.
Go ahead.
So we have a submission. This is one.
We have a submission.
Well,
that's
we have
great
a
news.
submission. It's going to be a short episode.
Give me a short video, 6 minutes.
Finally
Hey,
get
it's
that
5
hour
minutes. There we
episode.
go. Yeah, we heard your feedback loud and
that's
clear.
The first thing I guess
wow,
we
we're
should
like,
talk
whoa, everybody just pump the brakes. We're going to spend, to make up for it, we're going to spend 3 hours today doing community commentary.
We didn't even stay under an hour and people lost their mind.
I
That's the part that
know,
killed
man.
me.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so you were at the Lego store recently.
I sure was,
I
I think.
Well,
I'm sure. Okay.
you haven't, I think this might have, not the last time you went, but the time before. I remember you telling me you ran into someone there that watches our episodes. And
I
he
sure
said
did.
He had submitted something.
Yes, he did. That was really cool.
So this is from Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So let me pull it up and I'll show you what we've got. Because he said, he told you,
Yeah, he said he
I ran into
submitted
somebody who said
something.
he submitted something.
Yeah, it was really cool. I love meeting
You haven't
fans.
seen it, though.
Now, it was really cool about that encounter is that he watches Breaking News. I thought, oh my gosh, this is even better. And
Well, you are really going to like this. I will say that.
he wouldn't give me any spoilers.
No, and he shouldn't.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, I mean, honestly, I was like, did I subliminally misplace this? Because I didn't have it on the list when I was looking tonight, and you had mentioned that.
Yes.
So maybe subliminally, I might have misplaced it, but it's here.
It's here.
We're going to do
Let's
it today.
check it out.
I don't
All
think
right.
it's been kept. I think normally, you know, we're about 1 to 2 months out. So it's not like it got kept, but I did feel bad.
1 to 2 months. That ain't bad.
Yeah, that's usually about
Well,
what
that's
we
usually
run.
about
So
an episode. Yeah.
let's see. So he says, don't peek. He says, "Hi, Jason and Alex. My name is Daniel, and I currently reside in Taylorsville, Utah.
We know where that is.
Area
He's a
outside of
local.
Salt Lake.
Yes.
I love collecting Lego and putting them on display.
Me too.
Here are 2 mocks that I put together about a year ago.
Okay.
The first one, he says, I love old school Nintendo. I grew up playing Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and N64.
So he might be about our age then, I think.
Maybe. I think he might be a little younger.
Yeah, a little younger. Oh, he is younger.
Because N64,
Nintendo 64, I was almost 20, 18, 19, 20. No, I was 20.
Yeah, I was younger, or older. I remember, I guess we'll digress for a moment here.
digress.
Do you remember when the Nintendo came out, the original one?
Gosh, I don't know if I remember that.
I remember vividly where I was. My dad bought one. This would have been, what was it, 85 when that came out?
I guess so.
I hadn't seen it. It was so new, like it wasn't big. Like he brought this home. I'm like, I've never heard of this. And
Yeah.
you know, we had Duck Hunt and Super
Yeah.
Mario Brothers, like those were the games.
Yeah.
And we had that. Do you remember the robot that would pick up the spinning things and move them? You probably don't remember. Was it Rob, I think? Like the screen would flash and the robot would move these spinning wheels. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. A lot of people don't because it's
a very
kind of a
obscure
stupid
reference.
game.
Yeah.
And it didn't last.
No,
I think that's rare and valuable.
rare and valuable. Well, rare. but,
Anyways.
you know, it was a Super NES for me. That was my big deal when I was a teenager. I loved Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Oh,
I love that game.
See,
I played Guile and Chun-Li.
I remember playing Pitfall on the
Pitfall.
Atari.
Oh man.
So,
You know
it's
what?
funny because we're only like 2 years apart from each other.
Yeah,
right?
that it's pretty close. But somebody gave me, my brother-in-law gave me the Atari for Christmas. I haven't got it out of the box yet. but it has all the games.
So it's like your Lego Atari. That
You know what I should probably do? How about I build my Atari out of Lego? Because this thing is like a small box. It doesn't look like the original Atari. It's just this box. And I thought, I wonder if I could fit that inside or underneath the Atari and make it look like I'm playing the Atari, with the Lego Atari, but it's really playing all the games that came with it.
But doesn't it have things in there, I think, from the cartridges or something?
I don't know. Yeah.
You have to build it so
I
you
have
can
to
know.
build it so I know. I know, right. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, we
welcome
have
to Video Game Talk.
Video Game Talk, yes. Where we talk about vintage video games from our childhood from many decades ago. Anyway, sorry.
Most of our audience is probably like, I remember Pong when that came out.
Dude, Pong was great, man. And we were entertained by it.
There was nothing like that.
And Centipede was great.
Do you remember going to the arcade as a kid? Like, what a big deal that was?
Dude, I love the Nickelcade. The Nickelcade was where it was at, man.
Oh, see,
remember that? You have a Nickelcade?
We didn't have those in California when I grew up. It was you went to the real arcade.
Yeah,
and you would go and you would put a quarter up on top of the machine to signify you're next.
You were next. Yeah, you wouldn't put it on the top. We just put it on where they were playing.
Oh, so we'd always put it up on the top.
On the top.
Yeah, you know how to have the sign and the quarters lined up along there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I guess that's cool.
Back in I think it was 2012 at Disneyland, they brought in Flynn's Arcade for Tron.
Oh, no
and
way.
So I took my kids. I'm like, look, I'm going to show you what we did when I was a kid. And
I'm sure they were so impressed.
They're like, someone's going to take your coin. I'm like, no. It's the rules of the arcade.
It's the rules. You don't take the coins.
Some other guy was like, yeah, that's awesome.
It's kind of like you don't take the coins. You don't take the coins out of the fountains, right?
Yeah.
I did that one time. I didn't know any better. Well, there was no water in it, and I could easily jump the bushes, so I did. That's a story for another day.
This is really
Irregardless of that. Let's get back to community commentary.
Daniel.
We're sorry. Hey, look, this is the long segment regarding Daniel. So
they wanted it to go long. Here you go.
So there you go.
It's your fault.
Yeah, be careful. Careful what you wish for.
That's
you
right.
may just get it.
All right. So let me pull up this first one.
So I'm not supposed to look. Is that
I don't
why
want
you're
you to see the second
turning
one.
it away from me?
So here you go.
All right, can I look?
You can look now.
Oh, that is
cool. You made
cool.
the Nintendo logo.
Awesome job. Well done. Man, I love it. Yeah. That's cool. It looks really good.
Really neat.
Wait, is that really out of Lego?
Mm-hmm.
What did he use?
I'm trying to figure out what the plate.
Is it transparent red?
Yeah. Are they
cones? They look like cones.
Are they cones or are they just the round?
Oh, they're just the round. They're the round elements. Yeah.
Oh. Let's zoom in.
Yeah, they're just the rounds. How did you get that many? That has to be hundreds of those, man.
I wonder if he was at the Pick-a-Brick wall
and they had him.
They just had him. And you can see it's hung up. Like it's on hooks. So this isn't like on the table. You can see it's actually hung up.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's where I saw him, was at the Pick-a-Brick wall.
Maybe he was looking for more round pieces.
Yep, that is impressive. Awesome. I like that. That's
all
good.
right. So the second one, he says, I think you would like this one, Alex.
Oh boy.
But not as much as Jason.
Is it Star Trek? I'll put it in Star Trek. Please be Star Trek.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not? Oh
no.
Man. Oh shoot. Here we go.
This might be the worst submission we've ever had. I'll be honest. I'm sorry, Daniel, but people want honest feedback, and I just have to tell you. I mean, the technique and the look of it is okay, but it just, I don't know, you'll see. He says, I got the idea after I built the Nintendo sign. I was born and raised in Modesto, California.
Oh, okay.
My elementary school mascot was the Giants. And the senior prom was held at Giant Stadium back when it was AT&T Park.
Oh,
my family
yes.
go for the San Francisco 49ers and the Giants. And that is what it is.
That is, whatever. That is the best ever image I have seen on community commentary. That is a work of art. That is beautiful. Man, that is a great job, Wayne.
No, I think he did a really good job. I really like how he did the black plates under the orange round because you get both colors.
The contrast is stronger. Very well done.
But the subject matter just is.
I love it, man. Nice job, Daniel. I like it. That's really good.
So we'd like to apologize.
I will say
for
this.
Any children that were present at the show. Like this.
I will say this. The San Francisco logo, as seen here, is very difficult to carve into a pumpkin, as I discovered one year. I did okay, and it worked fairly well. However, of course, you know that pumpkins will rot very quickly, and it didn't take long for it to be pretty disfigured. in a small amount of time. But that's great. Both of those are fantastic. Huge fan. The best right there. Thank you, Daniel.
All right, so our next submission, this is from the other guys, or Theo Therguys.
Theo Therguys.
Like, I thought it was at first. I thought it was a reference to us actually when I saw the
We're
other guys.
We're not that special. All right.
Anyways,
Theo and Therguys.
yes, Theo Therguys.
Theo Therguys. Man.
I have a large number of images here.
Oh boy.
And it's not even close to showing everything I could show.
All right.
That's okay. You don't have to show everything.
It's all good. Yes.
We only have more than an hour, evidently.
Plenty of time.
If it's too much to feature in one episode, feel free to skip some or leave some for another time.
Okay.
We'll get through what we can here. Hi, Jason and Alex. I've been a fan of Alex's channel and city for a couple of years now.
Thank you.
And have really enjoyed a lot of the city updates and some of the set reviews. Jason, I confess, I haven't seen much of your channel, but that is the best collection of minifigures of an obscure cartoon rabbit that I've ever seen.
Or will ever see.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
if you like city updates, we both got those going on. So
You know it.
anyway, I've had my own Lego City slowly growing since I was 10 years old, and I even have some old photos of it from back when I could send those in another time if you're interested.
Sure.
Now I'm a little bit older than that. He says he's 33.
Little older than 10.
And still slowly growing the city. Most recently, I was inspired by Alex's videos on building the tables for his city and wanted to make my own. I spent all my money on Lego, though. So
Yeah,
instead, I
club.
found an old desk on the side of the road and put some shelves on top.
That is awesome.
But based on
Very
Alex's
nice.
design, I covered the top with green felt. The new table nearly doubles the area of my city, or it will once I get the city rebuilt underway.
Right on, man.
A little bit of background on me. I'm a science fiction fan, movies, TVs, and games. I collect mainly old and used Lego as it's more cost effective than buying new.
Yeah.
The favorite Lego theme is insectoids.
Insectoids. I never
Is
collected
that
that.
your favorite?
I never
It's
collected
okay.
them.
You don't have to like the same stuff. It's
Insectoids
okay.
were different.
Yes.
It wasn't my cup of tea.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
You guys can still be friends. It's
We'll
fine.
still be friends, even though I didn't like insectoids.
But I like most themes from about 1995 to 2010.
Interesting span.
My collection is probably split about 70-30 between mocks and sets. Also, I tend to treat Lego as a toy. It gets played with.
Nice
Every so
job.
often, my city will experience some adventure, event, battle, disaster, etc.
Wow, good for you on doing that. I man, you're playing with it like like I did as a teenager, just destroying it.
Yours and mine both have disasters right now.
Well, they're planned disasters.
Well-
But we're not having. He's having fun with it.
I was gonna say I don't know that it's gone as
I
planned.
don't think it's. Yeah.
especially when I want to rebuild something.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Right.
I look forward to many more episodes and videos with both of you and can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for us.
Me too. Thank you.
All right, so we've got a few different pictures here. So the first 9 of them, I think, are city pictures.
9.
And then there's some...
9. Every time I can't help it.
Yes.
All right.
Well, you know I studied German, so...
Okay, let's do it.
All
All right, so we got some images here, and
right. So it looks like you've got
He's
the
got some
Parisian
restaurant
and the cinema.
the Palace Cinema there in the corner. We've got Bubba
Indiana
Fett.
Jones and Chewbacca there.
Interesting. People walking around. Yeah.
Now, this Boba Fett is the old version.
It looks like the original.
And he has arm printing. So is this Cloud
Ooh.
City Boba Fett?
Dude, you would know that more than I.
It
I don't
can't
know.
be if you're playing with it, I gotta be honest. I mean, then you're more power to you if that's what you're playing
More
with.
power to you, man.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
So here's a mock. Definitely more
Oh,
colorful
wow.
than you have in your city.
Yeah, I shy away from the more colorful.
Yeah.
But I like how he created the pattern. Like
Yeah,
that rainbow
it
pattern.
looks good, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell it's blocky, but I mean, Lego is blocky, right?
That's the way it is.
Because if you think about the old Lego, it was blocky, and the newer stuff they go away from that. So it's kind of
Are those rebel snowtroopers? walking up somewhere?
They look like rebel snowtroopers going up the hill.
You know, I will say this. So far, just 2 images in, you've got a lot of interesting stuff going on. A lot of
It is very
Star Wars
eclectic.
universe.
Oh, it looks like we got a Mandalorian battle pack. This
We got a
must
bank.
be-
I like to look at that bank.
top.
Yeah, see, that's going up where they're walking. So
Mhm.
maybe they need to make a
They're
deposit.
going to the bank.
Yeah. There's another Mandalorian hanging out.
Another colorful building in the background.
Yep,
there.
yep.
Let's see.
Dangerous alley. Watch
You
out.
got the guy taking pictures up there. Now, I guess he did provide commentary as to what each of these are.
Oh, okay.
So this is between the blue and red building and the bank. The alleyways lead to the back street, completely hidden from the front. The man in the red hat with the shotgun on his backpack is a survivor from the zombie dinosaur invasion of '09.
Wow. He's got some backstory, man.
There you go. There's
I'm a
the
survivor.
survivor. Look at that guy.
Back in '09, I was shooting dinosaurs left and right. Now I survive.
That's funny.
Wait, does he have a name of the city?
I didn't see a name.
No name? The city with no name? No name city? We've had one of those before.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. Fifth picture. My buildings have always suffered from not enough matching window syndrome. Until this one, an apartment building intended to alleviate the severe lack of housing in the city of Legopolis.
there it
you go.
is, Legopolis.
You ask and you shall
I
receive.
got it. There you
It
go.
can comfortably house as many as 12 minifigs in its 4 apartments.
That is very impressive. Really impressive. Most impressive, but it's not a gigantic apartment complex yet. It looks good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
like
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not, just straight. Like I like these angles out here, kind of the bay window.
Yeah. Yep. The bay windows looks good. Nice job. I do. Okay, so that's a good image. Kind of away a little bit.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking, like, is there an image that we have of the entire?
Yep. This is the overview of the downtown area.
Overview. Downtown.
Buildings from left to right are the Palace Cinema, Parisian Restaurant, Legopolis Tower, Legopolis Defense Complex, Legopolis Bank. That's harder to say than I would think.
Yeah. Legopolis.
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 And now we have the overview of the Midtown area. The buildings from left to right are the Legopolis Bank, Residential Block 1, Power Distribution Hub, Octan Swimming Pool, pardon the dusty pool.
That's good. I like how he makes an effort to actually name things. It gives it character.
Well, I mean, and some of these things, like, you wouldn't think about, right? Like the defense complex.
Yeah, the Legopolis defense.
The
I got
the
crap.
power distribution hub.
Minneapolis is defenseless. We got to get some power.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
It is not defenseless. It has the up house to hit any invader's head as
That
they
is
come
true.
in.
That'll teach you. Wear a
I
helmet.
won't teach them because you keep doing it.
Yeah, and I keep saying I'm gonna move it, but I never do.
Yeah. This is an overview of the Lowtown area. Buildings from left to right are the Octan Swimming Pool, Auto Services, and Garage. Legopolis Starport and Shipyard. So yeah, definitely a wide range. We've got a starport, a swimming pool, a bank.
A very wide range. A lot of mocks.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. Huh. Very involved city.
And then this one is the city at the moment.
Dang.
So he likes the disasters. Here you go.
Ouch. That is... What the heck hit it? Was that a meteor?
That's bad news right there.
Dude, the Palace Cinema took the brunt of something
I was
there.
gonna say when people say, "Well, I like disasters," I'm picturing a
Yeah.
car on its side,
Sure.
or the train off the track.
It's like you threw a baseball at it.
That's exactly what it looks like. So there you go. That is
Oof, man. Okay.
different one.
Good for you, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, thank you for sending those city pictures in. Maybe we'll take a look another time at his
The other
space
collections?
mocks that he
Okay.
has.
That's cool, man.
Break those up, but
Legopolis. Very good. A lot of happening.
I think that's a good note to end.
We
on
got to
that
do
one,
some breaking news on location. We're here at Legopolis, and baseball has come crashing through several buildings, killing 96. seriously
well,
injuring.
here's one more.
Oh, okay.
It looks
hold on.
like it might have been some sort of disaster, and these are the Defenders.
The
That's what this one is called.
Defenders.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. It's kind of like the Avengers, but they're the Defenders.
The Defenders.
I think
yes.
they were a
It
little
says-
late.
All right, here we go. So,
Oh, okay. There's some context.
I'll explain what
Oh,
happened in
please
the
do.
disaster. He
Please
says,
do.
I would have taken a better picture, non-blurry and such, but currently the city has been invaded by all the Star Wars sets, and it looks like this. So Star
Oh,
Wars, it must have been the Death
that's-
Star came down.
Something was okay.
You know, what
was it
in
the
Rogue
Rebellion
One?
or was it the Republic? What's going on here?
Well, it was probably like Rogue One, you know, just a single reactor thing in the city of
and Han
Jeddah.
Solo's like, everything's fine now. We're good. How are you?
How are you? Boring conversation anyway. And then in the Defenders, he says, but the citizens are fighting back. Pockets of resistance form all across the city to pose for cool photographs.
Man, that's cool. And he had the UFO guy in there. I like those guys. They're tough looking. They remind me of like the early versions of Klingons.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right.
Okay.
Very nice.
Well, thank you for sending that in to us, Theo, or
Therguys.
the other guys.
Your other guys. Nice job.
All right, so our next submission is from Eric de Ritter.
What's up, Eric?
He may be in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
I'm just going to
Holland.
guess because the email address ends at .nl, and I think that's where that is. Anyways, I digress. He says, I love your show, Bricking News, and I would be proud if you would feature my mini doll collection in your show.
Mini doll?
Yeah.
Okay, this should be interesting.
We've never had, I don't think we've had any friend submissions. We've
No.
had some where there's maybe a friend thing here or there, like mixed in the city,
Yeah, yeah.
but not entirely.
All right, my interest is now peaked. Let's check
Eric
it out.
says, I started collecting mini dolls 16 months ago, and I now have over, how many did you think he has?
16 months ago.
Yes.
I don't. You can get a lot in 16 months. How many dolls?
Yes. And I will say this, I'll give you this. He says, this is a number that are unique from Friends, Disney, Elves, DC Superhero Girls,
Oh, that are unique.
Lego Movie 2, and Gabby's Dollhouse.
I would say probably. Well, I was gonna say first off, like maybe 500 to 600.
Oh, wow, you would have gone that high. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know what like what
That-
is
I mean, that would have seemed
what is
high
he
to me.
trying to accomplish?
It's
But then when you said
750.
that, oh, because I was gonna say 150 to 200 when you said
Okay.
it's unique,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
unique figs, but 700.
That's what he says, 750 unique mini dolls. So, we'll take a look here. He has sent a short, it's like a 30-second
I say that
video.
because I amassed one pretty quick myself, and I know how many I could have got in a year and a half. Wow. Look at them. Dang. They're all on pedestals. Wait, did he do a what do you call those things? A label maker for
yeah,
names?
it looks like there are stickers on here. So he has,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a name or maybe like the number.
Wow.
Ursula.
That's impressive. Now, I will say I've got 5 or 6 dolls myself in the, just because they were in a bulk, whatever, something I got in
Okay.
bulk, and I was able to piece them together. They're like, they think they're like princesses. Like there's like Elsa and Ariel and a couple other like that. I was like, hey, cool, I can put these together and put them in. That beats mine by just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm curious though. I mean, that's cool how it's all lined up like that. It's kind of like how they have them lined up in a bricks and minifig store. Like if you saw them in like the glass cases.
Yes.
So what are you thinking, man? Are you thinking about putting those in like cases like put on your wall? Because that'd be kind of cool. I mean, that's cool. It's got the wow factor, but just imagine all in amazing cases on the wall.
So, he doesn't talk about it here. Do you think
Yeah.
he buys sets or just goes on and buys the dolls?
I think both. I don't think you get a collection like that by just doing one or the other. I think you get them however you can get them.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, I don't see any other sets. That's why I wonder, like, do you just...
And if you do get the sets, you just just like get the pieces out. Maybe he's one of those guys that is the reason why you see only the sets and no minifigs at Bricks and Minifigs, right?
Yep,
Just give me the figs, take them on out of there, and hawk the rest.
So, we just got our first mini dolls. My wife did the botanical garden.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Botanical garden, so
yeah.
she got those. So they're kind of interesting because, you know, I don't collect them because they weren't around when I was a kid. I think that's probably the biggest reason why, especially a lot of older people are not as interested in them. I mean, just call it like it is.
Yep.
But I think that's to your advantage if you're someone like Eric, because, you know, if you're collecting all the Star Wars figures, you know, oh, you got to get Cloud City Boba Fett, and that's $2,000, and you got to get
tough to get 'em.
You know, the Shadow ARF Trooper, and that one's $400. Like, those add up. So, you know, if they're not as highly sought after, even some of them, I would imagine some of these are harder to get for sure.
Yeah.
But
well, he would know.
Yeah.
But that's impressive. I like how unique that is. That's different.
Yeah.
Than what we usually see here. So that's great, man.
Yeah.
Thanks,
and that's
Eric.
one of the things I like. We still, I mean, we've been doing this for a year, and we're still getting things that we haven't done before. So
it's cool.
And not even stuff we never necessarily would cover normally in our channel.
Right,
so,
absolutely. A very unique collection, man.
The one thing I thought was interesting about the mini dolls, I did not realize.
Yeah.
When my wife got those, because we're going to give them to our niece.
Okay.
Because she plays with those. So I'm just like, let's give them to her. I didn't realize that they use the same hair as the minifigs.
It does. How about that?
So I swapped, like she had 2 sets because they were the same.
Yeah.
So I swapped the hair on 3 of them. So number 1, she gets different figs, and then
there's something that's compatible. What about the hands? Are the hands compatible? Can you rip those out of the arms and?
No, I think it's all
they're
one
the same?
piece. I think it's all one piece.
Is it? I can't remember.
The arm is one whole piece. Yeah, if you look.
Is it?
You can see it's like
oh,
one
you're
whole
right.
Piece.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as far as the clutch piece on the end, but they don't come off.
Gotcha. No, very cool.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Man, cool.
Yeah, so thanks for sending that in.
Yeah, thank you.
And good luck collecting the rest.
Keep it going, man.
All right, so our next submission, we have someone local.
Ooh, a local. Okay. A couple locals.
Yes.
A couple locals.
This guy is a little closer, though.
How close?
This is Alex. He's going to share something today.
Like, where's this going,
I
man?
didn't tell him. Alex has a collection he would like to share.
I do?
Yes, you do.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about
The thing.
The thing?
The thing.
Yeah, he's springing this on me. I'm like waiting to see the next thing here. But here we go. I got a couple of talons here, and that's it.
Woo!
Woo! Indeed. Oh yeah, there's a couple other pieces here. Got that, and I've got this. See where this is going?
Can you talk about this in Klingon, please? I'd like a full review.
That's it. All right, that was a bunch of gibberish, by the way. So, irregardless, here is the Klingon bird of prey from Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. This is a gift from this dude right here for Christmas. He kind of sprung this on me in the live stream, right? Yes. I was very excited about it. And I got this. I put it together. And I haven't done it.
Are you still excited about it?
Look, here's the deal, guys. I think it looks fantastic, all right?
It's not swooshable?
I'm trying to, I don't know what you want me to say here. Like, if you want me to give this thing an honest review, because it's a gift, and I appreciate the gift.
So you don't want to hurt my feelings.
I'm trying not to hurt your feelings. But here, I mean, look, okay, there's no surprises here, all right?
This is not a Lego product.
This is not Lego.
Are we clear on this?
This is not Lego.
Yes.
The build experience was was awful. So I mean, it wasn't awful. I found it not enjoyable. Okay. Does that make sense? It was a tedious build. The instructions are laid out in such a way that we're just kind of like, here. To be fair, you get used to Lego. You get used to a flow. You get used to how they do things. Mm-hmm. And we've been doing that for decades, right? So when you get something that's different, it's foreign to you, right? And their building approach is very different. Like, there was techniques that Lego would never use because it would never pass their quality test. If you pick this thing up in any way except for this, you're going to break off pieces, all right? And that was driving me nuts. Mm-hmm. There's some quality issues. Again, I'm comparing this to Lego, which isn't very fair, but let it be said that there are some clutch issues. So I don't know. Here, I'll show you, Jason, real quick. You see how there's clutch issues here. Mm-hmm. Here, they do not quite fit. None of these fit. And
yeah, you can see little gaps tightly. In there.
There are definitely gaps. Okay. And now that the camera's showing it, you can see here in the rear end, it's missing one of these 1x2 vents.
hate it when my rear end falls off.
Ah, man, things fall out of my rear end all the time. It's terrible stuff. Anyway, this one, he couldn't hold it. It fell out. And what's worse is that as I was building it, there was no clutch. I'm like, and it was annoying because it kept falling off. And I lost it. I just don't know where the heck it went. It was downstairs. I was building it downstairs as I was watching TV. So it was unfortunate. Now,
What
maybe
is this?
okay, well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
You're throwing this on me here, all right? But you can take this off. And it does have a play feature. But here's the deal here. Let me put this. So this is another issue I got here. Again, it's a great looking set, but it's supposed to have this play feature where you turn this and the wings go down, right? Now, if this were Lego, you could bring it back up, but it specifically says that ain't gonna happen. You gotta help this thing. So what I have to do is hold it sideways so gravity is on my side, and then it'll go up. See, like that. It will not do it the other way around. All right, so there you go. So I like, and it is slightly off, like it's not quite even. Not enough that it's like if it was Lego, I'd be like, I have a hard time. Like, Lego, what the heck? But it's blue bricks, man. So there you go. So I kind of put it right about in that position. And but you know what? Hey, look, I like how non-Lego companies do this. Like they go for realism, right? I mean, check that. See what I meant by things
You
just
did that
falling?
on purpose.
Dude, I knocked these darn things off so many times because there's like
Is it like one or two?
there's
studs
just
holding
that's it. Yeah, that's it. So
That's fine.
anyway, irregardless, I do like how they made an effort to like. By the way, the pieces that they used to do this drove me crazy. Lego would never do that. It's like a stud, not it's like a stud not attached to anything. It's like a small tiny tube that attaches both sides. It works. It gets it to where they need it to go. But if you want to play with this thing, but you want it to not have a hole in it, then you can put this in here, right? Very cool. So it's complete.
Is that also what this is for?
So okay, the talons here. This also drives me crazy. So here we go. All right. Oh, there we go. Let's go for a landing. Oh. All right, let's try that again. I'm sure that was a fluke. Let's go in for a landing. Oh, crap. They don't stay in.
Over there.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but anyway. So you have to hold it in there, and yeah, you have to bring the wings up. So that was kind of weird how, and I'm like, did I build this wrong? There were so many times I was going back through the instructions because I had extra pieces. Like, there's no way this is an extra piece. And there was a point where there's like a 1x2 plate. I said, the heck with it. This is not going in the build. I'm sure it's not. But anyway, no, irregardless, man, I am appreciative of the gift. Don't get me wrong. I think this thing's fantastic. It looks great. It looks really good. Just everything about the build kind of drove me nuts a little bit. But you know what? If this was a Lego set, it would be $200 to $250.
Yeah.
All right? Easily, probably $250. $100, right? I think $100 USD.
No, it was a little less than that.
A little less than $100. So there you go.
So if it had a higher price listed until I marked my delivery address in the U.S. and then it took out the VAT.
Oh yeah, the VAT tax. Yeah.
So I want to say it was like, I don't know, like 89 euros or something like that before.
Yeah.
But that being said, it was almost half the cost to ship it as it was to buy
No
it.
kidding.
That
Wow.
was the thing that was the most expensive. So
irregardless,
it was something I knew you needed to go with.
oh man,
your Star Trek
I was so
set.
excited, and I still am excited. I think it's a fantastic build, especially now that it's done. Because like usually you build Lego sets because you enjoy the build experience. This one, it's all about it's done. It looks good. It's going to display great.
I know you have the Enterprise downstairs.
Yes.
And I was like, you got to have something to go with
Absolutely, yeah. So that's my next problem is I want to display them together, and it ain't going to fit up there with it. So I'm going to have to figure out a new display area to put them near each other. So, but no, it looks great. I mean, they did a great job with the design, and the detail is great. So yeah, I can't complain. It was a great gift. So thank you very much.
Well, there you go.
There you have it, folks. Should I do a review of this on the channel? What do you think? What do you guys want me to do?
I mean, you kind of did.
I just kind of did. That's exactly. Yeah, I guess so.
If you wanted a more in-depth, dedicated just
well,
to
you
this.
see, I feel guilty
Is this
because
printed or a sticker?
no, those are printed. There's no stickers with this thing.
Well, that's good.
That is
nice.
there's one thing it beats Lego with is there's no stickers here. But I'm
Well,
trying to
there's two
find.
things. It's also Star Trek.
It is Star Trek. That is the trump, the ultimate
That's
trump
the only
card
reason I bought
of
it, right?
anything is because it is Star Trek. And can you imagine if Lego would do something like this, like a UCS bird of prey or a battle cruiser?
Yeah.
Oh man, a Romulan. Oh my gosh, that they would just be. I would just be nuts. Actually, you know what? I don't want that because I would be so broke, so broke. In fact, did you know that I track how much money I spend on Lego, and I've got good news. And this is it has something to do with the fact that I'm in the land. I will admit, but I spent $2,100 less on Lego in 2023 than 2022.
What do you mean it has something? It has all
A lot to do.
I have
with
no
that.
doubt you would have spent at least the same.
At
if
least
not
2K.
more.
Yeah, there's a lot of sets. I'm sure. I haven't looked at the sets that I got from the land and added them up, but I'm sure just like
Because you wouldn't have bought the stunt sets or
no city sets. Like
probably the Arctic Explorer sets. You
not
wouldn't have bought
them.
those,
No.
but you would have bought the modular.
Yes.
That's 300 right
there's
there.
two. There's two modulars I've got from them.
Mm-hmm. You would have. Okay, so there you go. So now
That's
we're up to
that's
500
$500 at least.
So
yeah.
we're at 500. You would have bought, I think, El Dorado.
Yes, I would have got
All
that.
right, so we're
yes.
at 700. Let's see, what else did they send you?
I would've-
an Avengers Tower.
The Avengers Tower,
Yeah, you would have bought
$500.
that. There's
Yeah,
another thing. Okay, so we're up to 1,200.
The what do you call that thing?
You probably would not have bought the Disney Castle.
No, not the Orient Express. I would.
You would have bought the. Okay, so now
Yeah,
we're
that's
up to
$300.
So we're up to 1,500.
Yeah, but that
The Polaroid cam. No.
I've been in the land though over a year,
I know.
so but there's some sets that I would have been on the fence with, like the Shadow Box, the Batman Shadow Box. That's $400. I would have wanted that. I don't think I would have bought that with my own money, honestly, but I would have wanted it.
next year when it goes on sale.
Yeah, it'll go on discount for sure. That's one of those sets. But yeah, anyway,
You hear a lot of people talking about that, right? They're waiting for.
they
some
do
of these
wait
big sets.
because it happens.
Like,
That's why.
I didn't think Lion Knight's Castle would be $100.
That blew my mind.
But the one I got, it has a sticker on it saying, "Don't put on the shelf until, whatever the release day was last year," which
Yeah.
tells me they got some stock that didn't sell.
Whoopsie.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
No, I give you a hard time about being in the land, but I know you have to work and.
Yeah, it's hard.
Whatever.
I'm sure nobody
See,
feels
now you
sorry for
won't
me.
Do this and make it.
No one feels sorry for me. It's fine. I don't care. Anyway, like I said before, I do it for you guys. I really do because I want.
He does it for the Lego. We just.
Well,
stated
of course,
this.
we all love Lego, and yes, but at the same time, I tell the Lego exactly what you guys tell me. I don't lie in my reports. I tell them exactly like I did a report today on the Polaroid.
They love it, and they would love you to send me a Venator. That's I think wasn't that what your last report?
I said, what did I? No. They always say, is there anything else you want to add? And in the Avengers Tower review, I said, yeah, we want Oscorp. I said, people want an Oscorp because that's what you guys told me. So I told them. So I'm very transparent that way with it. Anyway, I'm just trying to say, you have a voice with me, all right? I try to make it a two-way street of good vibes here, all right?
By ranting.
By ranting.
It's good vibes. Ranting.
Good vibe. Anyway, with this wing, I know it was a gift from you, and it's a very generous gift, which I'm thankful for. So that's why I'm trying not to be too hard on my criticisms with it. It's a tough
I didn't
balance,
know anything
man.
about this set, right? I've never touched blue bricks.
Yeah.
But I know you're huge into Star Trek, and someone had mentioned this early on. I want to say it was like last May, maybe as early as May, that someone had said something about it, and other's I wouldn't have known. So
That's cool.
They've got a whole line of them, and they look
They're
impressive.
Yeah. You bought a few yourself, didn't you?
So shipping was the same no matter what you bought.
Oh, so you should have.
So I bought two other items. We have we have the cloaked bird of prey. I don't know. Should we do that on an episode? I told him, I said, we could build that on an episode.
I'm not building that. Okay.
It's all translucent.
It's all
pieces.
Yeah, and
I think it'd be
there's
awesome.
no way. I'm like, after building this, I'm like, there's no way. Like you can see. I mean, there's a difference in greens on this thing.
It's not as big, so it's got to be smaller pieces.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think it probably has all the detail. That would be my guess.
no, probably not. But still, that doesn't look like it would be something like, gosh, I sure love that build experience. Are you going to do reviews on those?
I don't know. Well, I was thinking.
Well, you're doing a review every week, so you
I
better.
was thinking the small one because I bought a small. It might have been a bird. What are you doing?
I don't know. It was doing that.
Here
so
I was going to say something good about this, and you got to go and do that.
Did you find that piece that fell?
It's back here.
Is it this thing?
I think. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, this is not Lego. So where the heck does this go?
No, somewhere.
Somewhere, you say. Yeah.
Was it on here?
It might have
on
been
the-
on. Oh, yeah.
That's
There
right.
you go. There you go.
Because you were tapping that thing down, trying to land your ship. All right. Anyway, no,
What?
I got a small version, and I was thinking maybe like when we get to the 1-year anniversary, we could do a giveaway or something. But now it's crap, so no one's gonna want it.
It's not crap. I wouldn't give this away. I like this.
Well, it's not that. It's smaller.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe we'll do something for that. We'll see.
Anyway, Mr. Spock, I am grateful for your gift to remember how I rescued your butt from the Genesis planet.
It sounds like you're grateful for it.
Very grateful.
Yes, I am. I
I
really
know,
am. This is awesome.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know. Thanks for that.
So-
All right, there you go. There it is, guys. The bird of prey.
Now, while we are on this topic of Star Trek,
Oh boy, is there another community commentary on Star Trek?
we have someone that has submitted something similar.
Ooh.
This is someone we've seen before. So let me pull it up here.
Oh, ooh. I think I know who
This
this
was
is.
submitted after the live stream, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was on the 24th, so this would have been the day after
Okay.
our live stream when you opened this.
Okay.
This is from our buddy Joe Bowling.
Joe. Okay. Awesome.
Said, I wanted to share some pictures of my December brick building. First, I wanted to just share with you my version of the Star Wars holiday diorama. You remember
boy.
my
Yes,
video?
I do.
That was a
good.
whole thing. I was most impressed with what you did with yours to make the Life Day dioramas. You would probably be the only one, Joe.
Yeah.
I know
was
very
impressed.
little about the holiday special. You should watch it. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
But I appreciate the thought that you put into your diorama. It inspired me to enhance my own diorama with some advent calendar minifigures and builds from recent years and a couple of slightly modified microfighters. I added the Emperor to cook the turkey, Darth Vader to carve it, R2-D2 to serve drinks, just like on Jabba's sail barge in Return of the Jedi, and Chewbacca, Rey, and Finn all ready to eat. I think those are the ones in the set.
Yeah.
And I converted the microfighter AT-AT, or AT-AT. Actually, it says pronounced AT-AT, not AT-AT.
At.
As a kid, it was always the AT-AT walker, right?
Yeah, because that was our generation.
I
thing.
know. I just think it's funny because there are people like I'm like, whatever, you can say there you go. But you and clearly Joe very much set in your ways. Get off my lawn!
Get my on.
Anyways, the microfighter AT-AT to a reindeer. So let's see. I'll show
Man.
you these pictures here.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. Oh man.
I like
Wow.
I like the Chewbacca and
Wow.
Grogu on the little snowboards. There.
Oh, dude, he took this thing to a whole new level.
Look at
Man.
the snow speeder.
Is
there.
Santa Claus? Is that a tauntaun?
No.
No,
Well, oh yeah, it is. Well, it's okay. It's the tauntaun. I think that was the micro.
Your
bill, and it's
tauntaun will freeze.
pulling the
Then I'll
sleigh.
see you in beep. Han Solo, man.
I thought they only smelled bad on the outside.
I thought they always smelled bad.
Sounds like you coming upstairs.
On the
literally what it
outside.
sounds like.
Seriously, I was doing it again today.
Go get the mics.
Good microphones, get the mics. I got them. Ooh, I gotta stop drinking Mountain Dew. Monsters. Whew.
All right. All right. So then, the next part, he says, the second thing I wanted to share with you is probably much more for Alex's entertainment and probably a better candidate for Breaking News community commentary,
Well, all right.
Oh,
there,
see, there
you go. All right.
which is what I purchased from across the pond.
Oh,
the Blue
boy.
Bricks Star Trek Advent Calendar.
Oh no.
It was sold out, by the way.
Oh, man, that would have been
There
so
were
cool.
27 builds spread across 24 days. I couldn't figure out the math on that one. And
Okay.
I, as a huge Star Trek nerd, loved every bit of it. My daughter Emily, we know the green hand.
Yes, we
And
love
I
that. Still one of our favorites.
built one, but she had already started using hers for parts because she wants to build a bigger Star Trek ship to show Alex.
Yes.
And we already know about this. So I'm sharing pictures of my advent calendar builds with the descriptions of each.
Oh man.
Maybe you
Okay.
could see how many Alex can name.
Oh shoot. Oh man. You know, I talk a big talk. Let's see if I can actually. All right. So we have the Enterprise, the original Excelsior class. No. That's the Constitution class. The next one looks like it's the Enterprise B Excelsior class. Enterprise. The third one is the Enterprise D Galaxy class. Oh, we have DS9, the Defiant. Oh, shoot. That. Ooh, oh, whoops! I almost hit my bird of prey. Ooh. I don't know if I know that next one. I need to phone a friend.
So we have
Oh, Voyager. Is
the
Voyager?
Enterprise Original was the first one.
Yeah, I got that.
Enterprise Original cast
Movie version. Oh, it looks like the
Then
Excelsior.
it's the Enterprise D. Then it's the Defiant, just like you said. Then the
yeah.
Voyager, Enterprise E, Enterprise NX.
Whoa, dude! You got ahead of me. I would have got the Enterprise E.
Well,
The NX. Now the NX, I'd see that, but it almost looks like the Enterprise C to me. But I think that has more an elongated neck to the saucer section. So yeah, that's the NXO one. These are cool though. Wow. Now let me stop and appreciate these because that is cool, man. And I love the simplicity. I love that. Really cool. And I love the stands. Hold on a second. Are those like little transparent posts?
yeah, it's just the clear rod.
Those are cool. Those come in the
That's an advent calendar.
the advent calendar?
Do you want to go to the next set?
Yeah. Those are cool. Whoa, dude. Okay, hold on.
there's Deep Space Nine. I know that.
DS9, obviously. Oh, it's a Stargazer. Right next to it, to the left of it. Stargazer, and then you have shuttlecraft. That's like the
shuttle.
original, like no, not the TNG shuttlecraft. And then you have the Defiant shuttlecraft, which is on the right of the whatever there. I think that's it. What is that? Oh man. What is shoot? I might need to phone a friend on that. Gosh darn it, what is that?
So let's see. So we have the Excelsior is on the end, then the shuttlecraft,
Yeah.
Stargazer. Oh, you got that one?
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine. The Delta Flyer, the USS Thunderchild.
Thunderchild.
He says, I had never heard of this one, but Bluebrick says it's a background ship in the First Contact movie.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was.
It seems to just be a favorite design of one of the model designers.
I guess so. It looked like it was. It looks familiar to me, but if it was that, then I shouldn't even recognize it. But
All right. The
That's
next one are
great.
enemies.
Enemies. Oh, the Romulan bird of prey. That's from the original series. The next one, gosh, I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. It doesn't look like. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Okay, click on
better
bird
know
of
what this
prey.
one is,
Yeah. Okay, we got a Ferengi. We got a Romulan. We got the Borg, and then we got the Cardassians. There at the end. Yeah, the second one, I'm not sure what that one is.
Let's take a look. So we have the Romulan bird of prey.
Yeah.
Khan's ship in the Wrath of Khan.
The Reliant.
The Reliant.
Well, I thought they were all enemy ship, but yeah, okay, Reliant. Okay,
The
gotcha.
Klingon bird of prey. Well, Khan isn't exactly a friend.
Well, I know, but like he's got he commandeered that ship, right? So I can't look at it and go
then
like,
it
yeah.
became
It
an
was,
enemy ship.
all right. Anyway,
I'm just-
regardless, moving on.
Ferengi ship, Romulan
Ferengi.
warbird, the Borg cube, and the Cardassians.
Yeah, nailed it.
I wonder if Kim
I'm
is
doing
flying.
pretty good. I think I have a passing grade so far on all of these.
This is accessories.
Man, the original series phaser, original series. Oh my gosh. Shoot, this is embarrassing. What are they called? Oh no. What are they called? The tricorder.
Yes.
It's not a tricorder though in the original series though, is it? I can't
Yes.
remember. It is
It
called a
was the original
tricorder.
tricorder, yeah.
Okay, communicator.
Enterprise, this is Kirk. To the beam up. I think Ensign Ricky is dead.
All right, what's the next one here? Oh, what the?
Looks like a Game Boy.
No, it's Elcars.
I
It's an
know, but it
Elcars
looks
panel. So it's got to be just one of Picard's Elcars panels, like one of the original tablets. That tricorder from TNG, and that looks like a modern phaser. For TNG and Voyager, DS9, etc.
We've got phaser, tricorder, communicator, then the data pad, tricorder, and phaser.
Did I get 100%?
I don't know about that. Then it says, finally, the last day was a micro diorama of the original series bridge.
Dude, where do I
that
find
has
this?
red rails, captain's chair, prints of some of the screens, and the red door in the back.
This is one heck of a
But
calendar.
one favorite bit is the print of the view screen, which I recognize from a specific episode.
Oh,
The Italian Web.
wow. They did a great job. That is really not... Dang, we could do a micro scale of that, huh? Oh, what? You can tell that true loyal fans of Star Trek designed this. I mean, that is great.
Yeah.
Man, that is really, really well done. Wow, wow, wow.
You know what I should have done? I should have not shown you this and just like taken this and mocked it up and brought that as my micro build next month.
I would have gone
You'd
crazy.
be like, what?
This is amazing.
But then I wouldn't have
But
any
you
printed
need you
parts,
don't have the
so-
stickers or the,
Yeah,
the
but
paneling there.
I wouldn't do that to Joe.
Is there anything else?
That is... Oh, and then he says... Lastly, a picture of the box of my unbuilt Enterprise NX-01 that I mentioned in the chat during the live stream. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah. That's a cool looking ship.
I'm
I've
looking
seen that
forward to
image.
building it right after I have my Winter Village sets all put away. So that should be about now,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
There might be some more future Star Trek builds under our Christmas tree too. At a shipping charge of €35, that is what it was,
Yeah.
I made an effort to get my money's worth. The shipping seems to be the same no matter how much you buy. just like I was
Oh,
telling
okay.
you. I ordered 5 sets in addition to the 2 Advent calendars and the NX-01.
That is awesome.
And then he goes on and says, I hope you and Tanya and Alex and Mindy, the rest of your families have a great Christmas, New Year's, and
Thank
happy
you.
New
We
Year's.
did. We survived. We survived.
There it is.
Beautiful. Gosh, this is great, man. Those are awesome. Really.
Hopefully, Joe, your build experience is better than Alex's.
Hopefully. Those are awesome. Thanks for sharing that with us, man. They made that. Now I'm jealous that you have those. Those are cool. I want them.
I figured when I saw that, I'm like, oh, we've got to do that.
But it looks like you could build them with like spare pieces. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we know you can build some Star Trek sets with spare pieces.
We found that out, didn't we?
Yes, that's what started a lot of this.
That's what did, man. Awesome.
Anyways,
All right.
thanks for sending that in, Joe.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. That was great.
All right, so we have one more submission we're going to do today. This is from Paul Cameron. I think we've heard from him before. I could be wrong.
That sounds familiar.
Sounds familiar.
What's up, Paul? Good to hear from you.
Paul says, hi, Jason and the other guy.
Hey.
Thought I'd be different. I don't know who is who at this
I don't
point,
know
I'll be
either.
honest. Says, I do have a few questions. Oh, yeah, so this is one I will tell you.
This is Ask
Well,
Alex?
I will explain to you.
Oh, okay.
I debated, is this an Ask Alex or is this a community commentary?
Okay.
And it is different than what we've had.
Okay.
But I decided to have it fall under this one.
Alrighty then. I
Because we
trust
like
you.
different things on here. I don't know, we'll see. If not, we
Sure.
can cut it out. Paste
Cut
it in
it
next
out.
one.
Paste it into next.
Thank you. Is it Uncle Joey? Cut it out.
Yep.
Says, I'm planning on building a city at present.
Very nice.
So are we. You're
Yeah,
building
we
yours,
are,
so am I.
aren't we? Yes, definitely.
I'm trying to
Join the
work
club.
out the best layout for the tables that would give me a better look for a city, and also trying to keep in mind space.
Space.
Space for train, as they take up a lot of space.
They sure
You
do.
have no idea until
Man.
you've tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I've started a scrapbook with all of the info in it, including total space needed for the train and what could go where,
Oh.
and just random ideas. Example, I'd like to add a beach, but also a view of the under the sea, where you would have
Oh, yeah.
Mary's ghost ship. And
That is cool.
But how could I go about that?
Yeah.
Can over Mills plates, the city, allow me to do that? So he's got a couple questions, and then he's got some pictures in here. So that's why I decided to do it this way.
Okay, there's images to share.
Correct.
Okay.
So we're going to look at not actual bricks, but something related to his collection of bricks.
This is different.
Says the first question, how does planning it out before work, or is it just best to jump right in? But where to start? Second question, I'm just going to read them
I was ready
all,
to start answering, but okay.
I know. We'll do that. We'll look at the pictures and then
Okay,
we'll
okay,
answer. I think
sounds
that's
good.
the best way. Second question, what errors/issues do you have when building your city? That's a whole different episode, man. It's like a whole month of episodes.
That is, wow.
And then he goes on and says, great videos.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, and he is from Great Britain. He did mention
Great
that.
Britain.
My wife loves that when people say where they're from. So here's a picture of the Lego City plans and ideas.
Am I seeing that right? Am I seeing like 3 inches thick?
It looks like a phone book. Yeah.
It does. Wow.
It's pretty
For people who know what a phone book is.
People that watch our show know what a phone book is.
Jeez, come on, man. Be
All right.
nice. Holy crap.
So
Whoa.
if you look,
Hold on.
he's kinda-
Time out. Time out.
well, let's look at the
Are you
last six.
serious right now?
Yeah, so he's got it like broken out into grids, and he's got.
This is fantastic. This is what I did in high school. I would like, can't wait to get home and plan my Lego City. Man,
Here
this
is
great.
like the raw version before
Uh-huh.
all of the thing. Well,
Oh,
you can see
man.
he's got the
Yeah.
the distances and how big it is. So
This is fantastic. Oh my gosh.
all right, so planning out a Lego city. What would you say?
It's like eating a Reese's peanut butter cup. There's
Again,
no wrong
is
or
it-
right way.
Oh, there definitely is a wrong way.
Jeez, that's tough to answer. You gonna go first?
All right,
What
so
are your
we're
thoughts?
both literally going through this right now. Like, you're not doing your whole city. I'm doing almost my whole city, but what you're doing is probably more than my whole city. I don't know. Tanya
it's
looked
the
at it, she's
area.
like, that all fit into 2 tables? That's all? It doesn't look like very much. I'm like, yeah, I know, I need more.
I
That-
know.
That didn't work.
Didn't
Anyway,
work.
so this is what I would say. When I originally built it last year, it's a little over a year ago, I think it was last August, I kind of had kind of a few ideas, but I went straight in. This time I'm doing something different. And it's kind of funny because it's similar to what he has done. Like I showed you, I've mapped out what the distance was, and I mapped it out in 16 by 16 plate, like a grid that was 16 by 16 plates.
Yeah.
Because I figured,
Yeah.
okay, those will be road plates, or 4 of those together will be a modular, or 2 by 3 will be the assembly square, whatever. And so I cut out papers to match those sizes, so I could move buildings around and
Yeah,
get an
you
idea.
sent me a picture of it. I
did.
thought it was brilliant.
And it's been a much different experience, and I have a really good plan of how I'm going to lay them out. I still have problems. We'll talk about that, and that's, I think, the second question. I think it depends on what you want to do. Like,
Yes, I agree. It
but
really
I
depends.
think having a rough idea is better than completely winging it.
Yeah, I think the approach that I think it comes down to scale. When I say scale, like the size of your city. Like if it's going to be, you have this massive 2,000 square foot basement. How would that be? Your approach is going to be very different than someone like Jason, who's going to be doing it in a more like, I don't know how big that is, like a 6 foot by 6 foot area.
6 by 7 base plates.
Right. So that, I think your approach is perfect. And your image there of your approach with that table, and
It looks like it's much more in line with what
yeah,
I'm doing.
it looks perfect. With me, because, and I did that same thing too. When I was a kid, in my 20s too, that's what I did. It was a smaller area to work with as a bedroom. I could map it out.
So before he was a big deal.
Before I hit the big time. Yeah. But what was great about that is in my mind, I knew all the sets that I had, and I knew all the sets that were going to go in there, and I knew what they looked like. So it was easy for me because it was all in my head. Now it's not the same. Now it is I don't know how many square feet it is, but it's massive. So for me, the measurements still matter, but the tables. It was all about, okay, how many plates would fit on this table? And that's how I went about measuring. And then I would just I'll just fill it in later. As long as I know that the dimensions are compatible with building a Lego city, then I'll be good. And that's where you can be creative. And I want to say this too, because there's no wrong way on your approach. When you look at people on the internet that have shared their Lego cities, whether in video or images, you'll notice that they all have kind of their own approach, their own unique style, if you will. And that's the same thing with Lego YouTubers. Like Jason and I, we have a Lego city, but there's a different approach on how we do this. Like you have Mills, I don't. There's a lot of cool things about that.
Think of how many people use the modulars in their building, their their building of their city.
Yeah, right.
Like we've got a lot of the same things, and we use them differently. And so that, you could have the same components I have, but present it in a totally different way to make it your own.
And one thing I'm really jealous about with you and your situation as well is that, man, you can do anything you want. Me, it's like he mentioned making an underwater scene where you probably put like plexiglass as your surface and then you can see underneath it. I want to do that. I think that would be so cool, but where am I going to do that? How am I going to integrate that into my wooden tables? It's just not going to work unless I'm going to make a big mess of things or break something, or just like I kind of showed you earlier. I'm like, I kind of regret doing this rebuild because I put myself into a situation where oh man, I got to be super creative again to make this all work. So I think what you're doing is great. I don't think you need advice from people like us. I think just do what you want to do and have fun with it, and that's the important thing, is that you have fun with it. And it's trial and error. People think I got to have this perfect city the first try. That never happened, and it will never happen. The joy is in the journey, and that's why we continue to rebuild, is because we miss the journey. We miss the push to be creative. Because once it's all done, it's cool, it's great, but we have that itch to rebuild and make something new again or something different.
Well,
and
that's
really
kind of
challenge
where
ourselves.
I have been, because I don't have as much space as you. So, if I wanted to add a modular, I had no room to add it.
Yeah.
And I got a few things recently I wanted to put in there, and this is what I've had to do. And it's been kind of reinvigorating to, get that going again. So
yeah, indeed.
I would tell you, come up with kind of what is your big idea? I want this to be my downtown area or something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And kind of
helps.
just go from there. And if you put something there and you hate it, don't be afraid to change it. Because that's going to happen. You're going to be like, this is going to be awesome. And you're going to put it out there and you'll be like, that is dog ugly. I hate it. Right? I'm going to put these modulars together. Oh, that's horrible. That happens.
I will also add this. When I first started putting videos out of my city, I immediately got feedback. I immediately got people asking to see more. And then it evolved into people giving me suggestions and me taking those suggestions. Not all of them, mind you, but I took suggestions that I liked. I think, you know what, that's a good suggestion. And so I don't know if you share this on social media or not, but a lot of people have great ideas that they share with you. And a lot of the evolution of my city is because of that, which is fantastic. And that's what's great about being part of the Lego community, is that people are very supportive and very positive, generally speaking, about building Lego cities. And I totally agree with your approach, Jason, about finding that pivot point. For me, it was the downtown area. It was that Shmew Tower. Okay, what do I want to be the central eye or location of the city? And then I built around that and away from it, and it created a much better jive for everything. So
well, he mentioned wanting to put in maybe a beach or a train. I mean, figure out what is the one thing you really want to have in there.
Put that in first.
Because don't start your city and then, I'm going to put a train, and then you've got problems.
Oh, whoopsie, this ain't going to work. Yeah. But if you do have a train, put the train track down first. Please put that down first. You'll thank yourself later.
And the train, you mentioned it here, it is very difficult to integrate it if you have a limited space. I've gone through it. That's why I finally took mine out, because it's going to free up so many base plates of space to add buildings.
Space, the final frontier. We've commandeered this ancient bird of prey. The coffee machine doesn't work, and there's no holodeck.
Does it have translucent aluminum?
There's no transparent elements to it. We can go cloak. I don't know why, but it's got some awesome looking guns.
Isn't that what they did in Star Trek 4? They made see-through aluminum for the whales or whatever?
Is that what they call it? There was a name for it.
I can't remember.
Would that be something you're interested in, or should I just punch her clean? Oh, no. How do we know he didn't invent the bloody thing?
Sorry, we got into a Star Trek thing there. But yeah, did we answer your question though?
Yes, the
Sorry,
second
Paul.
question is, what errors/issues do you have when building your city?
All of them. All of
Yeah,
them.
I think we kind of covered this. Like, you're going to put stuff down and you realize you don't like it, and you thought it would be the best part.
Knowing when to walk away and come back, because sometimes
Like, if it's 3 a.m., it might be time to
go to bed. And it's so, because sometimes you get into like this creative groove, and it's hard to get into that. And sometimes you're just like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just going to start putting down some plates and stuff and just kind of see what it evolves into. And then that's what kind of gets the creative juices flowing. And sometimes, but then you hit a wall. You're like, what am I going to do next? Oh, I forgot about that set. How am I going to get this to fit in here?
Yeah.
You just got to walk away. And then at late at night, you're kind of like trying to go to sleep, and then you go, I got it. I know what I'm going to do. Those are great moments. So anyway.
I think the error that you touched on, or issue that you touched on, because I'm dealing with this right now, in my rebuild, I was going to leave my upper level the same for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, because I didn't have a building under there, it was where the train ran, it hangs over about probably 2 to 3 rows too far. So it's not the right size. So make sure, the biggest issue is your space. Like, if you have your table and you get to the end and your modular is hanging over by 3 or 4 plates, that's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you want to make sure you measure those things. And
Measure twice, cut once.
Exactly.
Measure 3 or 4 times.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps you, Paul. If it makes,
Yeah, we're not going to say anything that's going to be like all like this magical solve all answer.
That's on our members only channel.
Yeah, that's right. So become a member only to get the inside scoop there. Oh man. Yeah. The talons are upside down. You ever notice that? Like, that's how they have them in the instructions, but they should be like that.
Well, I don't think it'll stand is the problem.
Yeah, it'll probably wear these down.
Yeah.
But irregardless, they did it wrong. Like, I'm gonna switch them because this is mine now. There we go.
You're just gonna switch them so you can complain about something else.
Gravel.
Rants are next week, so you're gonna.
I have so many rants because
So
we took a month off, so they've been
rant.
stacking.
When you give someone a gift and then they go on video in front of you and tell you it
Oh,
sucked.
I hate that.
Oh,
You know what else pisses me off about this?
with the harsh language.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Beat that out.
It's on
You know
your
what?
channel. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It's all
I don't
right.
care.
Everybody knows I'm terrible. Oh, whoops. Oh, man.
All right, so I think that's all of our reviews, but we do have one other thing we want to quickly talk about.
one more. Oh, what? What? Still? All right. What is it?
So we're coming up on a year. I think next month will be the 1 year anniversary.
Wow. A whole year.
It seems like at least 5. At least for those of us that edit.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about it, and
We decided to end the show.
that's it.
It had a good run.
No, it didn't. We can't even say that with a good.
It had a 1 or 2 good episodes, like the first one and the last one.
That's probably the only one people liked.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
No, so we were talking about it, and there's been people saying, "Hey, why don't you get this on a audio streaming service or something?"
Yeah.
And this type of episode isn't really conducive to that.
Not
right?
at all.
Looking
no.
at those.
It's very visual.
And so we've talked about should we, how can we change and evolve what we're doing to make it something that people like? People clearly like ranting. I think they like it when we talk about news. I don't know.
They really like the rants for some reason.
I know.
It's like it resonates with people or something.
I think that's pretty true. I don't know. If you have comments about what you'd like to see, do you want us to...
Sorry.
Jeez, breaking it.
See, watch this. See, dude. I put that on there, and it blasts off. Oh, it's not going to fall off now. Oh, hey, we got some clutch.
You got clutch.
We got clutch. Ready? Oh, okay. So maybe it was the piece itself, but like... Hold on, bruh.
Oh, if you pick it off, it falls off. Yeah, it doesn't clutch if you pick at it.
I know.
Let me guess. If you use a
See, that's
brick separator...
Oh, man, the brick separators on these, they do have them. They are funky.
Really?
But I like them. Hold on. Something positive. The brick separator that came with this is much better than the one that comes from Lego.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I felt like it was. I don't know where the heck it is, but else I'd show it off. But yeah, no, it has a different like edges or surfaces that I felt were an improvement on the typical brick separator that we know and don't like from the Lego group. So there you go. Sorry, you were talking about ending the show.
Well, I was saying, what can we do to change? One of
Yeah,
the thoughts that we've had is,
I'm having a thought, baby.
so we have our, the first week we do our news segment. We talk about what's
Well,
going
we
on,
have
news, stuff like that.
We have segments. We have categories. We got the
We
news.
got the news one.
The news.
We have a week where we do Ask Alex, so we read comments and questions. It's not the other guy asks or ask the
commentators.
There's none of that. It's Ask Alex.
Yeah.
When you edit it, you can name it.
You can name it. Yes, that is true.
Let's see. We have community commentary.
Community commentary,
which
they're
I do
watching
like
right now.
because it is something, I think people enjoy, but I just don't know if.
Well, I think
looking at
especially
an hour of different
especially
sets
the people who have a submission. I think you guys
for sure.
particularly enjoy it, right?
So we have that, and then we have our rants, vintage set review,
vintage
and
set
micro
and
build
rants.
now.
And the micro build. Yeah, I like those. Are fun though. So I guess the idea is not to steal
go
your
ahead.
thunder. Is that maybe Breaking News evolves into kind of all those categories into each show. So we do cover some news, we do cover some questions, and we cover some submissions on your creations.
So maybe we do like 1 or 2 submissions every episode instead of one episode that's just submissions.
Right. And it's on Vulcan now.
There you go.
It's hanging out on Vulcan. Remember I parked at Vulcan and you're up on that thing. Oh, dude, that reminds me. I drew a cool picture. It was in high school. As I was sitting in the back row, as I usually did, not paying attention. And I drew an epic picture of Vulcan with this thing on the ground. It was epic in my mind. It wasn't epic in reality. I just want you guys to know that I was 16 or 17, all right? And I had the what do you call that thing? The gong, the bell, whatever it's called, up on the cliff.
Okay.
And I got finished with it, right? But I got bored again because I wasn't paying attention to whatever the teacher was rambling on about. Whoopsie. See that? See what happened there? And I got bored, and so I drew like a big Jeep or something, kind of just off-roading through the mountains.
Okay.
I have it somewhere. Actually, I think I have it in that behind that door. No, I not easily accessible. Right? I go, hey, check it out. In my mind, it was epic, but it's probably not something I'm going to share. Maybe I share it for community commentary. Maybe we'll see. But anywho, I was so obsessed, like even more than I am now with Star Trek. When I was a teenager, that was like my thing, and I didn't apologize for it. I was a nerd, and I owned my nerdness. I was a nerd before it was cool. All right, so I earned the badge. And you know what? And come to find out, there were tons of us.
There were tons of nerds.
There were tons of nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. There were tons of us out there, and now as adults, we do podcasts about Lego and wanting them to be Star Trek. Anyway, I digress. I do this a lot. Sorry, we were talking. So, what do you guys think? Should we do something like that instead of having specific categories or topics that we cover?
Do you want us to bring back the blind builds?
Nobody wants that, Jason. Nobody wants that.
And I love to just bring it up,
Yikes.
just to bug him.
Keep breaking off. So anyway, let us know in the comment section below what you guys would like to see in the future of.
We clearly know you don't want it to be under an hour.
Yeah, you want us to ramble on.
That was apparent.
That was apparent.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, it's pretty cool. I like how it's in this squat position. This is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really stable. I mean, if you're in the bridge and you're walking like,
Whoa, the stabilizers are not quite working.
But if you just have it sitting on your shelf, someone's going to come in and see that and be like, wow, that's pretty friggin' awesome Lego set.
and I'll say,
yep.
It sure is.
There you go.
Did you make that yourself? Yeah.
Do you know what this makes me think of?
Hold on a second.
Welcome to Breaking News. Do you know?
A microphone? Like what? What?
Have you watched Jabbo's videos?
Oh,
He's got that like
He's
brick
got-
built microphone he holds.
That's right.
He's been doing that.
He's been pumping out the vids, man. He had an
Yes.
epic Star Trek shirt on that one episode.
I was
that?
gonna. Okay, next episode, I think we're gonna have a new segment.
Oh,
We're gonna have a new segment at next episode. This is gonna be awesome. It's my brainchild. I want to do. I'm not even gonna tell them what it is till next month or next week. So
sure, go
tune
for
in
it.
next week and watch it.
Oh boy, here we go. All right, awesome.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Thanks for watching this episode of Breaking News, and that's it.
That's it. Do we not even have a sponsor?
I don't
Are
know.
we
Do
that?
It's your turn.
Is that it? It's my turn.
It's your turn.
I don't know what the heck the sponsor is, but you're gonna love it. So as always, we'd like to thank today's sponsor.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night? Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost?
If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up your phone and call the professionals.
Ghostbusters!
Our courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve all your supernatural elimination needs.
We're ready to believe you!